I'd like to call the meeting to order. Roll call, please.
President Byrne,
Here.
Trustees Cook,
Here.
Schwartz, Williams,
Here.
Hebda, here, Schultz,
Here.
Markwart.
Here.
We have a quorum present. Will everybody please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? Oh, he's not here?
Ooh.
And it's
Yeah, I
a
see.
story unto itself.
I know.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, are there any citizens here that wish to address the board on anything other than what's going to be on the committee of the whole agenda? Because if it's on committee of the whole, you can talk to us then.
Okay.
No? You sure?
Yep.
Okay. All right. First item of business is the Lifesaving Award for Officer Lindsey Laas. And Chief Fleshour is going to go into this. So,
I think so.
Lindsey, come on up. It's your time. Can you stay right there? Perfect. Stay out of the way here for the. You can face this way. I'm going to try and stay out of the way.
Lindsey, you don't have any relatives in town.
There's a lady behind
They're standing behind you.
you. can come
no,
over
not-
here
not
and
him.
get a better shot.
Oh, I don't care. Yeah, sure. You know, is this your mother?
Come on over.
Okay, fine.
Mom and Dad are here. Boyfriends.
Yeah, okay, that's nice.
All right.
Mr. President, members of the board, it's my honor and privilege to stand before you tonight to recognize the exemplary actions of another one of our police officers, Officer Lindsey Laas. This is kind of getting to be a reoccurring theme, and some of the things that I say here tonight you've probably heard before, but they bear mentioning, and it's indicative of the quality of the officers that we have working here in this community. Each year, our police officers receive dozens, in some cases hundreds of hours of training in all sorts of topics, from arrest procedures, firearm proficiency, emergency medical treatment, and of course, the hope is that they will never ever need these types of this type of training, and they'll never have to apply it to a real-life situation. There's a significant difference between practicing something in class or in a clinical setting and responding to an emergency and having to deal with a real-life situation. The question is, in a true emergency, how will our police officers respond amid all the distractions that take place at the scene? Will they be able to do their jobs when they must or when it truly counts? And again, in this case, Officer Laas certainly did. For a police officer, there's no greater service or act that they can provide than to save the life of another person. I should point this out, but Officer Laas is the 19th Vernon Hills police officer to receive this award in the past 14 years. That's a lot of lives. Thankfully, most of us go through our entire careers without an opportunity to be involved in a life and death situation. But as a community, we should be very proud of these officers, and we should certainly rest a little easier knowing that these are the officers that are with us on the streets 24 hours a day, day and night. And the award says that on Monday, July 21st, 2014, Officer Laas responded to a call with a female with chest pain. Shortly after arriving, the victim went into full cardiac arrest. Without hesitation, she initiated chest compressions until the Countryside fire paramedics arrived and they could set up and defibrillate the patient. The patient was able to regain a pulse and consciousness at the scene and was transported to the hospital where she made a full recovery. Officer Laas played a vital role in saving this patient's life, and we are here tonight to commend her for her life-saving efforts. Thank you for a job well done.
Okay, Officer Laas, you want to say something?
I would just like to also thank the Countryside firefighters who were there. It was a team effort, and without them, this probably wouldn't have happened, and it obviously it's not something that we want to ever have to deal with, but unfortunately with this job, it's definitely something that is a possibility. And luckily, with the teamwork with Countryside, we were able to extend this woman's years a few more.
All right,
Good job.
well,
Good
thank you.
job.
And the friends and family of police officers, you don't have to stay. I would heartily recommend you adios. Because this isn't as good as cable TV. Okay, Proclamation Childhood Cancer Awareness Week, November 23rd through November 29th, 2014. The American Cancer Fund for Children and Kids Cancer Connection report cancer is the leading cause of death by disease among children in the United States. This tragic disease is detected in more than 15,000 of our nation's young people each and every year. 1 in 5 of our nation's children loses his or her battle with cancer. Many infants, children, and teens will suffer from long-term effects of comprehensive treatment, including secondary cancers, and whereas founded over 20 years ago by Steve Firestein, a member of the philanthropic Max Factor family, the American Cancer Fund for Children Incorporated and sister organization Kids Cancer Connection are dedicated to helping these children and their families. The American Cancer Fund for Children and Kids Cancer Connection provide a variety of vital patient psychosocial services to children undergoing cancer treatment at Children's Memorial Hospital in Chicago, Comer Children's Hospital at the University of Chicago Medical Center, as well as participating hospitals throughout the country, thereby enhancing the quality of life for these children and their families. The American Cancer Fund for Children and Kids Cancer Connection also sponsor Courageous Kid Recognition Award ceremonies, handmade community get well cards, and hospital celebrations in honor of a child's determination and bravery to overcome life's obstacles. Now therefore, I, Roger L. Byrne, President, and the Board of Trustees do hereby proclaim November 23rd to the 29th, 2014 as Children Cancer Awareness Week in the village of Vernon Hills, signed this 5th day of November 2014.
Very good. Nice.
Okay. Village Manager calendar holiday light show starts November, whatever.
No.
So you can,
November 28th.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, we're sitting here talking about the holiday light show with Public Works. The Public Works elves are working diligently to get everything installed and the like. This will be what we believe to be the last show. So we're excited about, what Dave and his guys are going to come up with in terms of creativity and decorating and everything like that for the last time. Show starts on November 28th, which is the Friday after Thanksgiving, and will run through January 3rd, that being a Saturday. A couple things to remind everybody, again, like in previous years, license plates will soon be available. Those are the plates that allow you to have as many visits to the show as you'd like. And I would think this year's plates will potentially be collector's items, being the last year of the show. So The show typically goes 6 to 10, 7 days a week, with the exception of a couple days where the show is closed, being Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. And then, but it is also open on New Year's Eve. So, and then the charges are $5 Monday through Thursday and $10 on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's a great bargain. It's a great show. Come out and see it one last time, and watch for more information be put out on our website, also into the Facebook page, and hopefully everybody will get a chance to go through it 2 or 3 times this year. So,
Okay. All right, John, thank you. Financing plans, Finance Director, Treasurer Larry Nackren.
Just an update that we're working with Spear toward the issuance of a competitively sold bond on December 2nd, and it's our plans to bring the competitive bids to the board that evening. We're looking at a $5.71 million bond. $3.565 million of that will be a 20-year bond that'll provide $3.5 million toward the police station renovation, with the remainder going to, or projected to go to issuance costs and the underwriter's discount. Then another $2.145 million is the projected amount for the refunding of the 2007 GO alternate revenue bonds. We're anticipating that nominally we will save about $229,000, and in present value terms about $198,000. The financial advisors use the October 15th Village of Libertyville bond sale kind of to come up with the rates they use for that calculation. After discussions with Spear, we elected to use Standard & Poor's rather than Moody's on this bond rating. One reason is we were just recently reviewed by Moody's and felt like we would not have to go it was unlikely that we'd go through a major reevaluation. So that would be helpful in maintaining the AAA. And the other is the financial advisors feeling that Standard & Poor's has really gained in reputation in Illinois and is considered somewhat comparable to Moody's for Illinois municipal bonds. The thought is that we can maybe go back to Moody's with our next bond issue, but right now he felt like it just made sense to go with S&P. And just kind of to the other side, as far as we are increasing debt, but it's our plan this March to call at least some of our 2005 bonds, which have coupons ranging from 4 to 4.1%, and so reduce some of our debt burden that way. So any questions or comments on that?
I don't see any, Larry. That's okay. Thanks.
Okay.
Mark, can you pass these? Cross pollinating here.
Yes.
Okay. Next is omnibus vote agenda. Is there a motion to approve items A through F?
So made.
Second.
I do have a correction, though, on the board meeting minutes.
Oh, yeah, well, okay. All right. So what do you want to speak to it now? Go ahead.
Yeah, within the board meeting minutes, it indicated that we were going to go forward and remove political signs from public rights-of-way, and actually, we did not. It was kind of a direction of the senior executives to not do that so close to the election.
Does anybody else have a comment on that one, or? No? Okay. All right. So, again, is there a motion to approve A through F on the omnibus vote agenda?
So made.
Second.
Motion is second. Roll call, please.
Trustees Williams,
Aye.
Hebda,
Aye.
Schultz,
Aye.
Markwart,
Aye.
Cook,
Aye.
Schwartz.
Motion carries. Okay, let's see, unfinished business. Approval of Kemper voucher list of bills dated November 5th, 2014 in the amount of $11,628.47. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second?
Motion is second. Comments or questions? If not, roll call.
Trustees Hebda,
Aye.
Schultz,
Aye.
Markwart,
Aye.
Cook,
Aye.
Schwartz, Williams.
Aye.
Motion carries. You know, is there any new business or communications that come before the board? Trustee Schultz?
Are we going to send out the usual form letter that we have in the past after every election to the new governor, the U.S. Senator, all the people that represent us throughout the county and in the state and federal governments?
We usually, yeah. Oh, yeah. We'll get those out. Is Trustee Cook?
Yeah, Chief, I had a question for you. Somebody asked me the other day, in fact, and this Lifesaving Award tonight reminded me of it. Are our officers fully up to
CPR.
speed on Narcan and that, the heroin overdose intervention drug?
Yes and no.
Okay.
The Narcan itself is not yet available, but will be available shortly.
Okay.
We have 3 different methods to choose from, and we have to make a determination as far as which method we want to use for the application of the Narcan. But we've had a number of our officers that have been trained already. They've been to the trainer program, so they will be able to train our people. And the intent is, we're working with our insurance carrier now because of liability issues. But the plan is to have every officer issued their own. So we will be up to snuff soon.
Good, good, because the track record with that so far is,
It's been excellent. I think
it's
DuPage
outstanding.
County has had 23
yeah.
to date, including one more than they had the last time I said this.
Now, go ahead.
I mean, that's a major.
It is. The program is being administered by the Department of Health for Lake County Department of Health, and I think we'll be the first in the state to be a countywide initiative. So we're a little bit ahead of the curve, I hope.
Good.
Now,
Thank you.
is this an injectable
Well, there's
or
3.
it's a pill?
No, there's no pill. There's 3 different forms. One is like an EpiPen style, where it's already pre-measured, pre-dosed, and you plunge it into a major muscle group and it self-injects. The second method is the nasal spray. And the third method is you get the bottle of medication yourself and you have to use a syringe and measure it out yourself and do that. We're steering away from that one. We're going to go with the nasal spray because it's the simplest, easiest to use. And in the event, we've already found out that in the event the person doesn't need it, there's no ill side effects from receiving it. So it's a good thing. We're leaning towards the nasal spray.
So what's the stuff the drug dealers use?
I have no idea.
Yeah, okay, all right,
Take another
fine.
dose.
When somebody has an overdose?
Oh, it's probably the same stuff because you can
Probably is.
purchase it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just,
Oh, yeah,
okay,
yeah,
you know,
I'm
let's
sorry,
say, you know,
I'm sorry.
let's acknowledge that. I don't have a
Oh,
problem.
no, that's right. No, yeah, you're right. No,
Should
some of them
what
have
the
it.
drug dealers have, right?
Yeah, right. They have it for overdoses on the spot, some of them. Yeah.
Since
I'm sorry, I
I think there was,
misunderstood.
unfortunately, somebody that was a resident of this town, did it happen to her before she died?
Correct.
Yeah. Well,
Correct.
So hence my question, okay? Okay, great. Okay, fine. It's, anything else about this? All right. You know, germane to, you know, last night's election, I'm sure everybody's glad it's over. There's no more, you know, ads on TV except, you know, the ads, you know, bring out whatever your base is, and the newspapers and the radios and the TV stations, and I'll say the internet, they make a fortune off of this stuff, you know? So they probably are sad that it's over. But with that said, you know, we will certainly send out thank you letters to the appropriate representatives of our town, which now are, you know, obviously the new governor, Bruce Rauner, who represents us all. Then we have Bob Dold, who's the 10th Congressional District Congressman again. We have Senator Durbin, who won re-election. We have Senator Link, and we have House Representative Carol Senti. So, you know, and I don't know who else we should send thank yous to. I'll probably talk to Lynn tomorrow. But, you know, you know, at the end of the day, it was contentious, and it cost a lot of money to run, and, you know, it's kind of crazy. So, you know, that's about it from this chair. Okay. Is there a motion to adjourn the board meeting and go to committee of the whole?
We have,
We have a,
Oh, we got one more?
No, we have-
executive session.
Oh, yeah, we're going to closed session for what? Personnel and litigation?
Correct.
No litigation.
And it's not potential litigation.
It is not, sir.
I just wanted to clarify that.
So moved.
second.
There's a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Trustee Schultz.
Aye.
Markwart.
Aye.
Cook.
Aye.
Schwartz. Williams.
Aye.
Hebda.
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay, I'd like to call the committee of the whole meeting to order. First item of business is the approval of the committee of the whole meeting minutes of October 21st, 2014. Excuse me. Is there any comments, corrections, or deletions?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion is second. Roll call, please.
Trustees Markwart.
Aye.
Cook.
Aye.
Schwartz. Williams.
Aye.
Hebda.
Aye.
Schultz.
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay, first item is request from Hydraforce for approval of site plan revisions to allow a parking lot expansion with related landscape revisions at 700 Woodlands Parkway.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The new parking will be used to accommodate additional employees planned for this location. There would be 24 stalls located adjacent to the east side of the building, and that's shown on the site plan in front of you. The stalls would be 9 feet wide by 20 feet deep in compliance with zoning requirements. There would also be 2 handicap parking spaces that would be created within the existing parking lot to bring the site into compliance with current ADA requirements. New landscaping would be installed around the expanded area, including a centrally located landscape island, and that too is a requirement of the zoning code. The annexation agreement authorizing the special use for a plan unit development for Corporate Woods requires approval from the village board for site changes, but does not require a public hearing before the Planning and Zoning Commission. So the committee may act on this tonight. There's a copy of the site plan, landscape plan, and there's a location map on the screen in front of you. So tonight, if the committee feels the parking lot expansion and landscape revisions are appropriate, staff should be directed to prepare an ordinance subject to the conditions outlined in your packet. And there's 3 conditions in particular that are in there. One is that the parking lot expansion be subject to review and approval by the village engineering technician. Number 2, that the landscape design is subject to review and approval by the village's landscape technician. And number 3, existing ash trees on the site, which have already been removed, now need to be replaced with new trees as a condition of this approval. And with that, representatives of Hydraforce are here to answer any questions that you may have.
So, gentlemen, this actually means you're hiring people, or?
That is correct, yes.
Okay, and you want to state your names for
Sure.
the record, please?
I'm Jordan Arm, the facilities manager for Hydraforce.
Yeah.
Jason Christensen, facilities engineer.
What's that?
Jason Christensen, facilities engineer.
Okay, all right.
So we have 2 facilities in Lincolnshire. The purpose of this building was actually to be our R&D facility.
Yeah.
So we've only used about 1/3 of the warehouse space that's there currently. Good thing for everyone, the economy is driving us forward. We have large customers such as John Deere, Case, Caterpillar. We need more room for production. So we're expanding there. Well, we've taken the entire parking lot as it is now for our salespeople and R&D engineers.
Yeah.
So we have to be able to accommodate the production that's going to be moving there shortly. There will be, in the very near future, more expansion that we're looking at towards the back part of the property, the north side of the property for parking as well, but this is kind of where we're at right now.
So you have some land that's not used for anything?
Correct. We actually do not own this facility. It's owned by Van Vlissingen.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, the plan eventually is to, occupy the entire warehouse facility for manufacturing.
This particular piece is at the very north end of the building, is that?
Actually, what we're talking about, the parking expansion is right here along the building. So the north side is up here, so this is right along.
I got you, okay.
So it's the east side of the
You're
building?
expanding the existing parking.
Correct.
Up against the
So what are you taking out, the front lawn?
Essentially, we are taking out some lawn. We're adding landscaping along the building here.
So what's the, staff, how wide is this land bank, the area that they want to put the 18-foot spots in?
The 19-foot spots, there's somewhere, it's around 24, 25 feet, I think, as it exists now.
Okay, so now it'll be 5 feet.
Correct.
Right. We still have a fair amount of land actually.
And that'll be used for who, to park there?
For our employees.
Okay. All right. So you're not worried about anybody driving into their office?
Oh, well, this is all warehouse. The offices are up here, so I should hope.
Oh, it's precast wall?
Correct.
Yes.
Okay, that ought to stop them.
Yeah, I should hope so.
Okay. All right.
Let's hope so.
Okay,
Yeah.
motion to direct staff to prepare the necessary paper?
Ordinance approving
Ordinance
site plan and landscape revisions.
second.
So motion is second, comments or questions? If not, roll call.
Trustees Cook,
Aye?
Schwartz, Williams,
Aye.
Hebda,
Aye.
Schultz,
Aye.
Markwart.
Aye.
Motion carries. But now, Hydraforce, what do you guys make there?
We make hydraulic cartridge valves and manifolds. So on a John Deere combine, for instance, we have 9 manifolds that control the entire hydraulic system for that combine. Scissor lifts, booms, I mean, your public works department probably has our valves on your snowplows,
okay.
Myers, I mean, you name it, we're on there.
Okay.
So
And where's the headquarters at?
the headquarters is in Lincolnshire, just off Barclay Boulevard. We've got about
So you're an Illinois company?
We are, yeah. We've got about 1,000 employees right in this area.
Okay, good.
So,
Nice to know.
All right,
Great.
is that
thank you
about
very
it?
much.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Okay, next is Police Department remodel, 754 Lakeview Parkway, selection of construction manager at risk. Okay, Mike Atkinson.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. And as a quick background, and as the board is aware, at its meeting on May 6, the board approved a contract with Hesner Corporation for design specification services for the police remodeling project. Pursuant to completion of this phase of the work, staff was directed to proceed with selection of a company to serve as a construction manager at risk. The CM model allows the village to control the contract of each subcontractor. We can be involved in the bidding process of each individual subcontractor rather than, as a general contractor model, simply writing a contract to have the general contractor do the bidding and not have any input or control over who the subcontractors are. So there's an advantage to proceeding with this model. So at the board's direction, the selection process started in early September when a construction manager selection team was formed, and the selection team consisted of Joe Carey, the assistant village manager, director of community development, Mark Fleschauer, the police chief, Kevin Grampo, police commander, David Brown, director of public works, village engineer, Nikki Larson, assistant director of finance, and myself. And the process was very thorough and very long, and I think the process was successful. And the reason for that is all the time that all these individuals put into reviewing the proposals, having meetings, going through the interviews. And so I'd like to thank all of them for being a part of that selection team. They all made a great effort. On September 8th, the village released the request for proposal, and there are 4 firms responded to this proposal. Hesner Corporation, FCL Builders, Camosi Construction, and MTI Construction. The selection team reviewed each firm individually and ranked them based on several factors, including the following criteria. Number 1 was experience successfully completing public projects. Number 2 was the firm's financial status and bond rating. Number 3 was the experience and background of the project manager and job superintendent. We thought this was very important. 4, experience completing projects for police departments in particular. And finally, the ability to complete projects within the prescribed budget. Following an extensive review of the information, each firm was interviewed. The selection team ranked the firms in order as follows. MTI Construction Services was ranked number 1. Camosi Construction was ranked number 2. Very closely behind was Hesner, and then finally FCL Builders. After this ranking, fees were opened. The fees were varied slightly from firm to firm, but we adjusted to compare all firms on the same basis. We assumed a $3.3 million project, and we were able to compute what the lump sum cost would be from there, assuming no change orders. MTI Construction came in at $162,000. Camosi came in at $264,000. Hesner Corp came in at $198,000, and finally FCL Builders came in at $339,000. So again, based on these findings, the selection team determined that MTI Construction Services is the most responsible and responsive bidder. And this is the firm that staff is recommending. And as a quick review, MTI has over 100 years they've been in business over 100 years. They've completed 52 public projects, including 9 police facilities. Recent examples of these include the Franklin Park Police Station, Hoffman Estates Police, the Lake County Safety Facility, and the Elk Grove Administration and Public Safety Building. The project manager, who's here tonight, has over 38 years of experience and has been a part of 4 police projects. The superintendent would be assigned solely to our project and would be on site each day of construction. We have found that they are financially stable with over $18 million in assets and a bonding capacity in excess of $40 million. So again, MTI is the staff's recommendation to be the construction manager at risk. For tonight, if the board concurs with the selection team's recommendation, staff should be directed to prepare a resolution authorizing the village manager to enter into a contract with MTI to provide construction manager at risk services for the police remodeling project. Said approval would be conditioned upon a review of the contract by the village attorney. What we would do then, if the board were to approve this tonight, is MTI would go through a process of getting up to speed with the project, going through a bidding process, and ultimately we'd come up with a final number, come back to the board at that time for final consideration and approval of the project. But for tonight, staff's looking for direction to enter into the contract, again with MTI for construction management services.
Is there representatives here from
Yes, they're all
MTI?
here, and they can, if you, go ahead. And
Who's who here? You want to state your name for the record, please?
Andy Jones, I'm president of MTI Construction
What's
Services.
the last name?
Jones, Andy Jones.
Oh, okay.
I have over 41 years of experience as a construction manager.
We got a sworn on force named Andy Jones. Okay.
Ernie Spina, I will be the project manager for your project.
Okay. You're the guy with the 38 years?
I guess so.
Okay. All right. Okay, trustee Schultz.
Just 2 quick questions. Of the 40 million, how much is currently committed of your bonding?
We actually have over 50 million capacity.
Okay,
The
of
40
the 50
million
million,
is-
how
the 40 million is available right now.
Okay, so only 10 is committed right now. And then the second question is for Mr. Atkinson. Basically, FCL was charging a flat rate that was pretty high, plus a small percentage, but when you add the two together, and they didn't, they were way out of the park. So I guess I'm just wanting to make sure that they didn't see something that everybody else missed.
I called FCL just to confirm what their bid was to make sure, because it did seem a little higher than the rest. And it was a flat fee of $197,349 for the project manager and superintendent costs.
Yeah.
And then the fee would be 4%, and that would be built into the project.
Right.
And then the fee would be 4% on top of that. So assuming a $3.3 million project, their total fee came out to $339,240.
Okay. Now, and just from a insurance standpoint, Bob, we certainly don't want to be indemnifying these gentlemen and holding them harmless.
Indeed, you are
And
correct.
naming them as an additional insured under our policy.
Indeed, you're correct.
Where'd that come from? Christ, we're gonna bite the bullet at it,
It's an inside joke.
Yeah, it's not an inside joke. I'm just going, hopefully.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, okay, fine. All right, any other comments or questions from the board? Okay, is there a motion to, allow, is it Mike Atkinson or staff, who's gonna assign this one?
Yeah, a motion directing staff to prepare a resolution authorizing the village manager to enter into a contract with MTI.
Yeah, is there
So
a
made.
motion? Okay, second? So there's a second. No, any further comments or questions? If not, roll call.
Trustee Schwartz, Williams,
Aye.
Hebda,
Aye.
Schultz,
Aye.
Markwart,
Aye.
Cook.
Aye.
Okay, motion carries.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
Thank you for the
Rob.
opportunity.
Thank you.
did you guys jump in on the Public Works building a
We
long
did,
time ago?
we did Public Works Addition and remodeling.
Yeah,
We've also done some work in Corporate Woods International Park
yeah,
before.
no, that's okay, yeah.
No, but we did do the
But
public.
yeah, Dave, Ed was here then.
You were here.
Well, I know that.
Yeah, right.
Did Ed retire?
Yeah, he retired. Where's Ed live now?
Lindenhurst, I think.
Oh, yeah, except he goes to Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Thank you
Okay.
very much. Have a
All
good
right,
evening.
thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, medical cannabis cultivation and dispensing facilities. Okay, this, where are we going with this one?
Well, Mr. Mayor, as you'll recall, the village board reviewed some proposed text language regarding medical dispensaries and cultivation centers. As the board is aware, Illinois passed the Compassionate Use of Medical Cannabis Pilot Program Act.
Yeah.
So the act allows us to provide reasonable zoning regulations for these uses, but we can't prohibit them.
Right.
So we reviewed, at the June 3rd Committee of the Whole meeting, we reviewed some text language that would allow dispensaries in a BP business park as a special use, and would allow cultivation centers in a very small section of the B1 zoning district also as a special use.
The cultivation would be in what location, behind the shopping center?
Yeah, you see that little green space by
Yeah,
Gordman?
can you make this any bigger on the screen, or?
Let's see here.
It's basically part of River Tree and
Right.
Gordman's.
And then where would the other, that's within 2,500 feet from everything, right?
That's correct. By time you apply the state requirements for separation of 2,500 feet
And then
from,
the actual dispensary is 1,000 feet?
dispensaries are 1,000 feet. That's
So where do you show that on the map here?
Well, I'm going to show it to you on the board because the clicker is not working.
What?
The clicker's not working, it froze.
There you go. Bring that over so we can.
We better put it over here.
not working, so we have our.
You better come over to presentation author. All right, so the blue represents,
That represents the business park district that would comply with the 1,000-foot separation requirement
yeah,
of the state.
so it could be anywhere.
Anywhere in the blue area.
Didn't want to do this.
So the,
Yeah,
amen-
well, we have to statutorily zone it.
Then put in that
Right?
little piece. so
that's
now
correct.
it's
We
not
have
blocked.
to, we have
Right,
to,
and so the actual cultivation center is not on this map.
no, it's on the map on your screen, that little area, that little
Right.
green area there.
Well, can you blow it up or anything, or no?
Or
I have a,
point
I
it
have a
out
paper
here on the
copy.
map.
Well, bring that over too then, so people can see we're talking behind River Tree.
Yeah.
Part of River Tree and Gordman's, and that's it,
Yeah,
Now,
okay.
in the woods.
Stordo, can you take a picture of can he take a picture of this map?
you might be trying to do so
We
now.
gotta turn it. a
Oh, there he
little
goes.
bit so we get
Turn it
to
the right way.
A little bit more, a little bit more.
Can you zoom in on it?
He's coming in, right there.
Oh, yeah. All right, does everybody at home see this? This is basically, whoa, that's not too good.
Back it up a little bit. There you go.
Okay. So this is River Tree and the marketplace?
It's just River Tree. Gordman's is that square box to the east.
So where would this place go?
Well, it can only go in the area that's shaded green, so it can go.
Anywhere. I mean, so,
Wait a minute.
Anywhere in the green, it would qualify to apply for a special use
this
permit.
is the River Tree and this is Gordon.
So they can grow it around Gordon's, okay.
And
Well,
the
they're
odd,
not growing it outside.
No.
you know.
right, the typical person that is applying for it typically is, from what I've read, is a 200,000 square foot industrial building. Because it's a,
It's that big?
yes,
Oh.
Yeah, if
You're
I,
not putting one there.
no, that's why I don't think we have to worry about cultivation.
if I, just as a quick reminder,
Yeah.
the state act allows one cultivation center per police district. There's 26 districts in Illinois, so the chances of one being located there are highly unlikely.
Yes.
However, in case the unlikely were to happen, we're recommending that we have regulations in place so we can react to
that
it.
would
Well,
be a
where the hell
warehouse,
would you
right?
put 200,000 square feet?
Well, you couldn't. That's what makes it highly unlikely.
Is it a warehouse?
During my
Can't
time at
just
Elk
go
Grove,
vertical.
the question is, if someone wants to locate one in Vernon Hills, the only location that is possible to them is in the green area, but the space available is probably going to eliminate it from consideration, so it probably
So
will
it's
not.
got to be 2,500 feet away from what?
Residential.
And nursery schools,
build a house right there.
daycare centers, those kinds of uses.
Okay.
And the
So it's
cultivation,
2,500 feet away from, like, the park? Nursing home?
The park,
Oh, no, the one on Milwaukee
The one on
Avenue.
Milwaukee. on the
that's
north
considered
side, east
residential.
side.
So the answer, yes.
So it's 2,500 feet from there?
Correct.
Okay,
Really?
okay.
the other element is the first round of cultivation centers have to be completely zoned by November 28th in order to be considered in the first round of approvals by the state. So it's
And
not
then
going to be in Vernon
and
Hills.
then the dispensary is the dispensary. So that's a lot of other locations potentially.
And that is not bound by that November 28th
Right,
deadline.
but that has to be 1,000 feet away from the same institution.
Schools,
And residential.
Not residential?
Excuse me, not residential, just not in
adjacent
residential.
to residential, it can't be in residential, but it has to be 1,000 feet from any
Schools and
number of
churches.
schools.
Churches also, right?
No, just
No,
the
just
schools,
schools?
daycare centers, things like that.
Yeah, okay. All right, okay, so what action you need from us tonight?
Well, the Planning and Zoning Commission conducted the public hearing. And during their meeting, they voted on a motion to approve it in accordance with the text language that's attached to your packet, also in accordance with the maps that are in front of you. There was a motion to approve, and the motion was approved without a recommendation. There was 4 people at the time of the hearing. 2 voted in favor, 1 against, and 1 abstained. So for tonight's meeting, if the committee feels that the text language is appropriate and the maps that are before you, then staff should be directed to prepare an ordinance in accordance with the text language that's attached to your packet and also in accordance to the maps that are in front of you tonight.
Okay, and can we elect to do nothing?
We can all
We have to adopt reasonable zoning rules, so I think does it have to be tonight? No, but we have to do it soon, because.
Yeah, okay, well, it's fine. All right, so is there a motion to approve, the
Direct
zoned
staff.
areas as
Yeah.
presented
Direct
on the
staff to
map?
create the necessary
Yeah,
zoning.
motion so made, what
Okay.
Mr. Atkinson said.
I do have a couple of questions.
Trustee Schultz.
Number one, how many members are there full right now on the board? 7. So 3 were not there.
Oh, you're talking about planning and zoning?
Yeah.
There's
I get you.
same as we-
There are 7 members. At the day of the meeting, all 7 were scheduled to attend. However, due to various reasoning that we received, unfortunately, 3 individuals were unable to make it.
Yeah, that's sad, because this is probably one of the more important issues to come across their plate in a while. With that being said, I do have one other question then. The chairman abstained on every vote. Can I ask what his rationale was, or was there?
I believe the chairman's an attorney, and the federal law prohibits medical marijuana, or marijuana, the sale of marijuana, and I believe he did not want to be seen from an attorney ethical standpoint as fostering violation of federal law. That's my understanding. I didn't talk to him directly.
But at least that's an explanation. I
Right.
was,
I'm
okay.
good with that.
So then again, more shame than that the other 3 weren't there. But
Okay, we got a motion and a second. Any other comments or questions on this?
Who seconded?
Okay. Roll call.
Trustees Williams,
No.
Hebda,
Aye.
Schultz,
aye.
Marport,
Aye.
Cook,
Aye.
And for the record, I'd vote aye. Okay, motion carries. We'll come back, to our next meeting for final approval?
Yes.
Okay, well, there's no other business to come before the committee of the whole. Is there a motion to adjourn to go to closed session to discuss personnel and litigation?
So made.
Second.
Motion is second. Roll call, please.
Trustees Williams,
Aye.
Hebda,
Aye.
Schultz,
Aye.
Marport,
Aye.
Cook,
Aye.
Schwartz.
Motion carries. Thank you and good night.